What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Alex. Today's Monday morning. I still have 2 more days of work to go. Give me 2 days to knock this work out. I'm a stewardess who wash dishes, and sometimes they might make me come into work 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week. It's still part-time, but the point is, and then I think either Tuesday or Wednesday, I think Wednesday, I'll be able to go to the Grove and film a new concept video for you. Alright, today's YouTube video, I'm going to make two. This one's going to be more of a serious eulogy video. And then the other one will be kind of like straightforward. We'll get to some fun videos. Alright, this one is my personal thoughts on Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest professional basketball players of all times. I don't care what anybody says. He's the best of the best. He's the greatest. There's a reason why he's been called the best of the best. There's a reason why he's been called the greatest of all times. He passed away on Sunday. He was in a helicopter crash. That kind of took me back. I was a little upset. I was going to break down and cry. Because that's one of my basketball heroes. I got 2 t-shirts of Kobe Bryant. And every now and then when I want to go play basketball, I'll put on a t-shirt of Kobe Bryant and play as if I am Kobe. There will never, ever, in the history of the NBA and basketball period, will never again be somebody that will come in to go from 17 years old in high school, not college, but from high school into the NBA. You will never see that again. You will never see a guy go out there with a torn shoulder and play as if everything's perfectly fine. I saw Kobe Bryant twice in person. The first time I saw Kobe Bryant was the 2004-2005 NBA season, where he tore his shoulder. And it was at the Culver City Mall in Los Angeles, California. They changed it from the Fox Hills Mall to the Westfield Mall, and I saw him with his shoulder. I saw Kobe Bryant. I saw Lamar Odom, Caron Butler, and just seeing Kobe smiling proudly like everything was fine was like, wow. You tore your shoulder and you're still one tough son of a bitch. It's hard to play basketball with a torn shoulder, but he showed you, yeah, I'm Kobe Bryant. I'm the best of the best. I'm one tough son of a bitch. Yeah, I got a ripped shoulder, but it ain't stopping me from doing nothing. And that kind of motivated me. That kind of inspired me to continue to practice in everything: filmmaking, martial arts, basketball, weight training, learning how to talk to girls, because I saw Kobe's attitude in public and how he displayed himself. You don't let anything or anyone stop you. And then I saw him a second time. The second time I saw him, it was like a year later. It was either 2006 or 2007. I saw him the second time in 2007, but in 2006, I actually had an opportunity, or could have had an opportunity, to actually see him for the second time and the first time in person. But he was meeting, I think, either in West Hollywood or another location similar to where the Culver City Mall was at, and I couldn't make it because I had an exam in college. I had this one teacher that just loved to give out exams every single week, and I didn't like all those exams every single week because he reminded me of my teacher when I got to LA City College. Old school teacher, he would do the same exact thing. Every single time an event came up, there was another opportunity to meet. So if you think about it, there was actually 2 times I saw Kobe, and actually 2 times where I could have actually met Kobe Bryant. And both those times I could not see him because both these teachers at 2 different colleges would keep giving me exams every single week. And some part of me had the Black Mamba mentality that I was going to try to pass all these exams just to see him. And I think it happened to a college student because they failed one because they wanted to meet him in person, and Kobe said, don't ever fail your exam just because you want to meet me. Pass the exam, and then if there's another opportunity, you can meet me. And 2006, Kobe Bryant gave one of the greatest NBA performances in history. And I remember that day very well because it was a 5-game, 6-game losing streak in the NBA season of 2006. And the Lakers were just losing over and over and over. And poor Toronto Raptors, that was the day I was doing martial arts, and I came home, and I think it was the second quarter going into the third quarter, and Toronto had this 25, 30 point lead, and from out of nowhere, Kobe hits one 3-pointer. You're like, okay, that's just 1-3. Kobe hits a second, a third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Kobe hit 23s in a row. All of a sudden, Kobe had like between 30 to 40 points. And I'm like, okay, he's getting them out of the hole. They might lose by 2 or 3. I'm thinking something like that. But I had no idea. None of us had no idea that on one night, he was going to do more than just do that. All of a sudden, we got to midway the third quarter, 40, 45 points. Okay, 50, 55, 60, 65. I'm like, what is going on here? Before I knew it, he dropped 81 points. It was a historical night in the history of the NBA. No one had never seen anything like it before. Will Chamberlain scored 100. That was a basketball game that never finished. This was a game where Kobe came in and said, "I'm tired of losing. Give me the ball. Move out of the way. I'm gonna win the game." This was the first time in history I saw a basketball player just tell his team, "Move to the side. I got this." And it was like Superman with a basketball. It was the mighty Thor with a sledgehammer, moving in every direction. I'm slam dunking. I'm stealing the ball. I'm blocking the ball. I'm rebounding the ball. I'm hitting threes from half court. I'm taking off, slam dunking. 2-on-1, 3-on-1. And Kobe would still hit them shots. It could be 0.1 on the clock. Kobe hit a three. And you should see the look on the Toronto Raptors' face because they didn't have an answer for what they saw that night. They were a part of history, and we were a part of it because we were losing. The Lakers lost like 5 or 6 games in a row. And everyone just assumed, well, Toronto was going to make it a 7-game losing streak, and Kobe like, this stops. And the fact that he scored 81 was like, whoa, he done something that no player has ever done. I remember for a whole week, people would be at the park trying to hit threes because they saw Kobe hit 20 shots in a row. And his 20 shots were 30 shots, 40, 50, 60, 70, 81 shots to win that game. And you got to keep in mind, this was 2006. This was a period where from 2 years earlier, his shoulder had been torn, and the guy played. And of course, people were stunned, and that kicked off the Lakers' 10-game winning streak. After Kobe did that, they won 10 games after that and made it to the playoffs. And I had a feeling he was going to end up doing that again against the Phoenix Suns because he had already scored like 40 points easily. And I think either games 2 or 3 against the Phoenix Suns in the first round. I was like, okay, Kobe about to erupt again. Kobe gonna drop 81 on these Phoenix Suns. It could have actually happened. And that wouldn't be the last time we saw Kobe have a monstrous performance like that. He would do that again in 2007, except for it wasn't 81, it was 61. And he did that, I think, maybe with 3 games left in the season. They were down by 10, and he didn't want to lose again. And all of a sudden, he dropped that 61, and it was like flashbacks to that 81-point performance. I remember the next day, people had T-shirts of 81, 81. And there were talks. Which point system was better, Kobe's 81 or Kobe dropping 61? And to this very day, we all agree that 81 points is by far the best one. And then you get to he wins 5 championships, and then to see him drop 60 points in the last and final game of his career. What basketball player do you know from before that can come out of high school, not college, high school, straight into the NBA, and then turn around, win 3 championships with Shaquille O'Neal, be the most dominant team in Los Angeles, turn around, win 2 more, and right in the middle of not winning titles, make history as a player scoring 81. And then to retire dropping 60 points. We will never, ever again in history ever see something like that ever again. They could be. I'm gonna do what they did 20 years ago in a documentary called Professional Wrestling when they said Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna do it the same way as that. There could be lots of LeBron James, lots of Dwayne Wades, lots of Carmelo Anthonys. There could be a lot of Shaquille O'Neals. There could be a lot of Patrick Ewings. There could be a lot of Stephen Currys, Klay Thompsons. But there will always, always be one Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, the greatest of all times.